We will take up the next question. When God is everywhere and we also have a puja room or worship place at home, then why is it important to visit temples? Temples are the lifeline of the people. It is not only a spiritual place for visiting, it is also a place for gaining knowledge for those people who are not having knowledge. It is also a place for those who want to gain the purpose of life. It is also a place for knowing the reality of the situation. It is also a place where you connect with the divinity. It can be explored as a place where the Pinda is getting connected or trying to merge with the Anda. The human body is fit only for burning. That is the reason Deha Dahana Yogyata. This human body is not fit for anything. At the end stage, we have to renounce our body, whether voluntarily or involuntarily. Or if we don't do it, when a call comes, then it will be drawn by the divinity. So now, why we give alms? Why we give charity? Why we help others? Why we want to support poor? By giving a little help to the divine, by giving a little help to the needy, those who are suffering, those who are hunger, those who are needing the help, those who are in need of any kind of support from others, those who are having. By giving, go on giving, we are creating a practice within us. When we are in material life, this is called sadhana. Doing some kind of practice in which you give to the needy. The person who is able to give, gives. The person who is able to take, takes. The person who can support has to support the weaker section. The weaker section will have no means, can avail from the rich person. This is one aspect. Coming to the real crux of the situation, temples are the place of worship. The temples are the lifeline of the people. It is the lifeline of the activity of the people. We have been advocating that Kriya Kundalini awakening, you just experience just 3 to 5 minutes. We are advising you to go for just 3 to 5 minutes, not more than that. Okay, you are extending with other activities for half an hour, 1 hour. Out of 24 hours, you have done 1 hour. Then 23 hours are there. You are segregating 23 hours here and there for sleep, for your personal activities, for food consumption, food preparation, etc. Then you will go to your field and do the daily course of work. With all these things, activities having gone, there will be spare time with everybody. In those days, man was using his resources, including his manual resources, animal resources, birds resources, as well as the resources of the other persons living with him, living in and around them, as a means of lifeline. For example, to continue some activities in a temple, a carpenter is required, a goldsmith is required, an ordinary smith is required, a sculptor is required, an artist is required, a musician is required, a painter is required. The person who is well versed in Shastras or the technicality of the language, the person who conducts the puja or the rituals is required. A person to supply food grains is required. A person to supply clothes to the deities required. A person to supply food items as prasadam is required. A vessel manufacturer, a vessel supplier is required. Milk is required. Farm producers are required. Animal products are required. Forestry products like honey and millets are required. Farm products like rice, godi, wheat, fruits merchants are required. So many activities go around the temple. When so much activities are going inside the temple, outside the temple, gathering of hundreds and thousands of people come to worship. When they leave the house, when they come to ritual, when they come for worship, their needs are taken care of. If I am a manufacturer of ice cream, how long I can go on eating ice cream? If I am a manufacturer of bread, how many bread I can consume in the day? If I am a manufacturer of some milk products, how many milk products I can go on consuming for a day? My choice is variety. The variety of choices are fulfilled in and around the temples. A person gives something and takes something. He exchanges. And all those who are experts in music, all those who are experts in converting a wood into furniture, all those who are experts in converting stones into statues, idols, all those who are experts in converting fruits into fruit products, food into food products, cotton into thread, thread into clothes, worms into silk thread, thread into silk clothes, from cow to milk, milk to milk products, cow dung products. So many activities. The temple remained in those days as a center of lifeline of the activity of the people. Without a temple, a self-sustenance, self-reliance could not have been achieved in those days. Now we are talking about self-reliance, Atmanirbhar. We are talking. This was practically achieved in every village in and around the main temple and small temples. All these activities one cannot carry on within the house. You can keep a deity. When you are not able to go to temple, God is coming to you. God has arrived in your house and He is there. In turn, when a visitor comes to your house, you invite him, give him a seat. To reciprocate, he go to his house another day. The God also is an entity for you. When you begin your house with a new house, start the family, God is the first visitor. He comes and occupies a very small place inside your house, and in order to give you more auspiciousness as a guide, as a preceptor, as a well-wisher, he continues to stay there. In order to visit his house where you have made another bigger house for him, you are going to temple. We are going to temple. It is our virtues, it is our blessings, it is our falling of grace from the divinity that a person who is living in 50 acres of land is ready, comes to your house and takes the smallest portion of your house. You construct a 7 by 7 or 6 by 6 puja or worship place. In many cases, in many houses I have seen it is less than that. But your bedroom and drawing room and second bedroom is much more bigger than that. But when you go to temple, he is in a 50-acre land. Such a lavish God comes to your house, a poor man, and stays in your house. Then there is meaning that we go to temple. By going to temple, we lit the lamp of many houses. Many houses lit the lamp in our houses. Hope you are happy. Thank you.